All right. Well, the party line, there used to be a time where people would kind of get together and they'd jump on a phone and they would all just kind of squawk at each other. And that was the original conference lines. And, you know, the party line now has been really Clubhouse, and Clubhouse just kicked open the door. And now we have Twitter. Here's the byline. Twitter expands Spaces. That's their new offering to anyone with 600 plus followers. So there's a condition around it. And it's going to change the game a little bit, right? Like it's going to be a variant of. So, you know, Clubhouse has their way about going it. They're having to be changed now because they're getting pressed by what Facebook is going to do around their Spaces area, and then also in the Spaces for Twitter. And what's interesting is that, well, first of all, the challenge is you can only speak 140 characters, and then they cut you off.
Are you serious?
No, it's totally not serious, but that would really suck. I mean, but it wouldn't surprise anybody. But the point is, like, they're doing some things pretty cool, I think, to turn on like ticketing. So they have Clubhouse. You can sell, like you can get donations. That's kind of a new thing there. Like it's more cause oriented, right? But in Twitter, they're saying like, oh, let's sell tickets. So you sell tickets. So there's a very event based in terms of these rooms. And so they're doing a lot of things in terms of like how they're managing scheduling and reminders, those communications going out, how they do the co-hosting capabilities around it, even like accessibility improvements to make sure that, like, from an ADA perspective, people can get in there and use it. I think it's so funny. We've been talking about, I don't know, like it could be 5 weeks in a row that we've spoken about how people are bringing voice into social as something that is fresh and new. And here we're seeing this being brought forward with Spaces. And I think it cements the power of voice in communications not going away.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. I mean, Clubhouse obviously has paved the way for all of the other legacy social media platforms to jump on. And of course they will, because that's what they do.
That's right.
You know, they see Snapchat come out and they kill Snapchat.
That's
Snapchat's
right.
not dead, but it's not as it once was, right? So it's interesting. Like I saw this morning as well. I instantly jumped onto Twitter, tried to find Spaces. At least initially, I mean, I don't think I'm a dummy here, but initially, like I still could not figure out how to get it. I have more than 600 followers, and I could not figure out how to get into it. So it's definitely not as prominent as going into Clubhouse, where Clubhouse is like specifically for that.
Yeah.
And Clubhouse has, you know, such a cool community right now of just people that you would not find in these other places. But it is interesting to see how this stuff all plays out. Maybe they should have kept it to 140 characters and then cut you off, because I've been in some Clubhouse rooms, man, and like eventually you got to stop talking and pass the mic. Now, that's not to say you're going to wake up one day and say, we've arrived, we've adapted. It's a constant struggle and a constant battle to continuously adapt.
We've adapted. We're there.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
Well, there's a great saying that kind of builds on what you just mentioned, which is like, how do you open up a small business? You open up a big